Good evening guys, hello and welcome back once again to another Monday evening of racing with me, Boy Vexed, and the Tier 1 drivers from the Aero League Racing's Gt7 Championship. This is season 21, we're in round 4 now. This week at Maggiore. So, very good week last week, very close indeed throughout the field, and we have some stand-ins. So coming into week 4, or round 4, we have got Plat for Life still leading the championship with 94 points. He's only got a 6-point lead over Lewis in second place. Zico's currently third, he's on 68 points, he's 20 points behind Lewis. We got Racing Green in fourth on 67, then we have Alessandro in fifth on 55, BX Royals in sixth on 54 points. We got Rataka in seventh with 53, Iggy's in eighth with 42, we got Yannick in ninth with 40 points. Viking Dogs in 10th with 34, we've got Tim in 11th with 27 points, we've got Capel in 12th with 19, Apilu's in 13th with 15 points, we got Pizaden in 14th with 13 points, tied with Kep in 15th with 13 points, we got Sam in 16th with 11 points, Mighty Mini Smiley with 6 points, Ross is in 18th with 4, and then Badabig no longer with us. But that is it, coming into round 4. I think it's going to be an interesting one. It's definitely a high tyre wear track, this one. So we can see a new face on track, Maynard, looking like he's making his debut in Tier 1 this evening. As I say, I think it's going to be a high tyre wear evening. The first race is going to be interesting, isn't it? Because nobody... Oh, and C Hill as well. So Hill making and McKenna also making an appearance this evening. A couple of new faces on track. We'll have a run down through the grid, come into qualifying. And I'll be back in just a second. We are back. So Racing Green coming with the fastest time in this practice session. BX Royal not far off him. I think Alessandro is third in the timings, so decent time on the board there for Alessandro. Can he carry it into qualifying? I've heard some rumblings that some of the guys are into the 54s. We'll have to wait and see. So we have 14 drivers. I think we're going to have, if we got 15 tonight, there's quite a lot of stand-ins. I'm not sure why we've got so many new faces, potential reserves on the grid. Perhaps they're watching the SpaceX launch. I was watching it before I start the stream. Pretty awesome stuff. See what Lewis can do this week. He's going to be looking to try and get maximum points again, trying to challenge Plat for Life for the top of the stand-ins. Both of them chasing their first Tier 1 championship. Flat for Life. I think he's got a different livery this week. Sure he wasn't running that one last week. Maybe it's just changed the paint on it. Maynard currently 2 temps off a Flat for Life in this practice session. Doesn't improve that time around. He's in the Porsche. Is that the new Porsche? It looks like a new Porsche. Ponzani in the M6, Zico in the GTR, Harry in the Audi, Kep in the Citroen. So Hill also in. It does definitely look like the newer Porsche. I think is it the 956 GT3? Rear engine, rear wheel drive. Be interesting to see what the tyre wear's like on the rear cars. I think mostly we've got front rear or mid rear cars on track.
992 GT3.
I was at a 992 GT3. Oh, thanks for correcting me, Benji. So it's the 992 GT3, not the 962 or whatever I said it was, 926. But yeah, obviously the most recent addition to the GT3 cars in Gran Turismo 7. I haven't had a chance to drive it yet myself. I have bought it, I've not tried it. I like the new Ferrari though. The new Ferrari is a good car. Yeah, thank you, buddy.
I didn't realize it even got added low.
Yeah. It's good to see some of the new cars make an appearance though. So yeah. And yeah, there was 2 other cars as well, wasn't it? I think it was a Chinese electric car, and the other one was a Hyundai. I believe it was a Hyundai. So yeah, qualifying will get underway shortly. So it'll be a quick little reset, and then it shall begin. Be interesting to see what some of the new faces can bring to the table. McKenna there in the GR Supra. Didn't we see him last week? He might have made a debut last week actually. I vaguely remember there being a GR Supra. Or perhaps I'm just tripping. I might be tripping hard. So we've had the message from Racing Green. Starting soon, so qualifying will get underway shortly. Racing Green has actually got the fastest time on the board still in this practice session of a 1:55.327. Maybe everyone holding their cards close to their chest, so not wanting to give away anything before qualifying. Lewis has just gone to 10th purple through that sector. And then he slows down. Yeah, there we go. So he's definitely got more left in the bag. Well, this is it. This is qualifying, guys. We're going to find Racing Green. Where's he gone? There he is. Racing Green will take the guys around the field for the first time in the outlap in this qualifying session. We'll have a quick rundown through the cars, see what everyone's in, what drivers are on track this evening. As I say, we have some new faces in the lobby, so welcome along, guys. Hope you have a good race. And once the grid sorts itself out, or the order sorts itself out, we will go down through the cars. So there we go. We have Racing Green in the Audi R8. We have got Zico in the Nissan GTR, BX Royal in the Angry Bumblebee, the Suzuki VGT, Ponzani in the M6, Yannick in the second of the two GTR. We got Harry in the R8. Iggy in the Mercedes AMG 20. We got we got Kep in the Citroen. Alessandro in the Jag. McKenna in the GR Supra. Maynard in the 922 GT3. Burton obviously in the N6. Flat for Life in the second of the two Citroens. Taking it easy at the moment. I think he might be fuel burning a little bit. And then Hill in the second of the two 922 GT3s. Good to see that car make an outing this evening. As I say, one of the latest additions to Gt7. So we haven't seen a lot of it. Be interesting to see what they can do tonight. The Porsche guys. Be interesting to see what it's like off the line as well, because the old Porsche just it gets such a bad getaway, doesn't it? It's really good once it gets up to speed, but yeah, off the line, awful. However, Racing Green is on his first flyer. He will be the person to set the standard. He had the fastest time in the practice session. Can he carry that through into this qualifying session? He's already won a Tier 1 championship, and then the season after he went in a god-awful car. I think it was the Alfa Romeo 4C, and it wasn't great. But he's back and fighting in the R8 now, which is definitely proving a better car. But Maggiore is one of them circuits that's going to eat into them tyres. Got a lot of fast cambered corners. And obviously big banky boy. Racing Green comes around the final turn. He's coming up to finish his lap now. What is the time going to be? Zico carrying half a second's penalty, and it's a 1:55.241. So BX Roy will be the next person across the line. 1:55.4. Panzani drops down to fourth now. Yannick 1:55.7. Iggy. And we've had Kep move up into third there. 1:55.7. Yannick's down to fourth. 1:55.7. Lewis up into second place. So Racing Green still top of the standings at the moment. We've still got people coming across the line. Although I think everybody actually, apart from Plat for Life and Hill in the background. Plat for Life up into 9th place. And it's up into 3rd place for Hill. That is a decent outing, decent time there for Hill in that Porsche. Racing Green, can he improve on this lap? He's 5 tenths down through the first split, through the second split. Zico obviously had his time voided from that penalty. Has he got enough left in them tyres to be able to get one on the board? Or is he going to just dive into the pits? Taking a fresh set of rubber. 5.5 minutes into this 10-minute qualifying session. I think it's going to be make or break, isn't it? So yeah, he is in fact into the pits to take on a fresh set of rubber now. Racing Green with only 200ths over Lewis in second at the moment. Hill a tenth off him, so Lewis takes the fastest time there with a 1:54.6. That's 6 tenths faster than Racing Green's. That puts him on provisional pole. Racing Green down into second, Hill third, still out on that worn set of softs, but actually not looking too bad. So he's been doing well to save then. And is he going to improve here? And he does improve up into second place. Only 4 tenths off of Lewis, but he has got a tenth over Racing Green. What an absolutely stonking time there in his debut here for Hill. I think this might be a car here to watch this evening as well. Can he challenge Lewis and Platt for them top slots? And Racing Green down into provisional third place now. He's out on a fresh set of softs. Maybe he can improve. BX Royal. Zico just ahead. Zico still yet to get a time on the board. He's out on an out lap. So who's coming up to finish a lap? So yeah, some of the guys behind are on flyers, on out laps, some are on flyers. Some are in the mix there. A lot of people on out laps. What can Zico do? He picked up that half a second penalty, didn't he, on his... Oh, that's looking dicey through that final turn. He got away with it. I think he might have done. But at the moment, your top three, no changes. Lewis, provisional first place. Hill in second. Racing Green third. We're on board at the moment with Zico. Still yet to put a time on the board. I think this might be his last opportunity. So he's not going to be able to put a foot wrong here. Through the snaky section on the approach to Big Banky Boy. Up the hill and then down the hill. Into the quite scary right-hand turn. A little bit sketchy on the exit there. But I think it might be a decent time for Zico when he finally comes across the line. BX not far behind him. BX is probably going to be looking to improve as well. He's coming through the final sector now. He's got the final turn here. And what is his time going to be once he crosses the line? Up into provisional third place. That knocks Racing Green down. But BX Royal up into provisional. No, Yannick. So lots of changes at the moment. Still Burton in first, Hill second, Yannick now in provisional third. BX Royal down to fourth, Zico down to fifth. Racing Green all the way down to sixth now. Alessandro in the pits in seventh. Ponzani eighth. Platt for Life still on a lap, it looks like. Maynard settles for 11th. Iggy 12th. Harry on a lap still. McKenna settles for 14th. So Harry is actually ahead of Platt for Life. Harry will be coming across the line first. Everybody else is slowed down now, so they've all finished their laps. Just these two left. Harry and Platt can either improve. Platt currently 10th, Harry sat in 13th. But the top three are still Burton, Hill, Yannick. One more turn to go. And what is Harry's final time going to be? And he does improve. Stays in 13th though. Platt for life. Moving up into 7th place there. So in the end, we have got Burton starting on pole. Hill in 2nd. Yannick in 3rd. BX in 4th. Zico 5th. Green in 6th. Platt in 7th, Kep in 8th, Alessandro 9th, Ponzani 10th, Maynard starts in 11th, Iggy 12th, Harry in 13th, and McKenna starts in 14th place. Well, that was it, guys. What a qualifying session that one was. I think the late pit stops kind of helping some of the guys out. Interesting to see how the first race of the evening goes, the sprint. Will the softs go to the end? I think they might, you know. So there's your times once again. Lewis with the fastest time of 1:54.6, only 4 tenths faster than 2nd place Hill, but that's a very respectable time there for Hill. And then we have Yannick in 3rd, BX 4th, Zico 5th, Racing Green 6th, Platt for Life 7th, Kep 8th, Alessandro 9th, Ponzani 10th, Maynard 11th, Iggy 12th, Harry 13th, and McKenna 14th. And everybody from 2nd all the way down to 13th place in the 155s, and then McKenna not far off with a 56. So very close throughout the grid. And it's going to be a very close race. This is it, the first race of the evening. I'm going to miss the klaxon. The lights around there are off. There's moves being made in the background. That's a Citroen getting a really good start. The GTR challenging the BMW off the line. Oh, somebody's been sent into the barrier. That was BX going round and round in the Angry Bumblebee. Burton getting shuffled out wide there as well. Who was that? I'm not sure who that was, but the 2 GTRs now 1st and 2nd as Platt for Life tries to go up the inside there of Yannick. Maybe he's managed to get it done. Lewis is trying to follow through as well. We've got a 2nd Citroen in the background there, so it's got very, very messy in this opening lap. BX all the way down at the back of the field now. 2 cars ahead. Oh, who is that? This is some very spicy opening lap. The 2 GTRs fighting ahead as well, Yannick and Zico. Zico still maintains that 1st place. Yannick's there in 2nd, holding off Burton, who's managed to crawl his way back up to 3rd. Platt for Life now in 4th. Trying to hold off Kep in 5th. Oh, it's Burton! Burton, he's gone... What happened there? Dropping down the order now. Down into 10th. And who is that in the background? I think that was Harry into the barrier. BX Royal still carrying damage. Oh, I think there's some angry driving going on at the moment. I think a lot of drivers not very happy with some of the standard of racing, and it's been very spicy, hasn't it, this opening lap. We've not even finished lap 1. The 2 GTRs steadily starting to gap the rest of the field. Yannick not letting up on his teammate though. Absolutely stuck to Zico like a magnet at the moment. Kep has managed to take 3rd place now. Hill is up to 4th. Iggy is there in 5th, being challenged by Platt for Life, who's down to 6th place. Then we've got Alessandro in 7th, Racing Green in 8th. As Racing Green pulls out to the inside, he's going to have a look into turn 1. And he does, he manages to get alongside, but it's going to be Alessandro's turn this next one. And the BMW is going to try and follow through as well. Lewis furiously trying to make his way back through the pack. He's got his teammate for backup in the background there. That's Ponzani. Alessandro going a little bit wide there through that last turn. The second of the 2 BMWs trying to get a move there on Ponzani up the inside now. Maynard up into 10th. Ponzani's down to 11th, but still fighting back, still trying to retake that position, even though he's got half a second. And ahead, Burton still trying to find his way past Alessandro. McKenna up to 12th in the GR Supra, started at back. Ponzani's going to be slowing down any time now. That's going to allow McKenna through up into 11th place. And BX Rule has got a second at the back of the field there. So Zico still in the lead of the race. I'm not too sure what happened in the early stages of the race, but it was definitely very messy indeed. The 2 GTRs coming off ahead, or coming out ahead. And Zico and Yannick now 1.1 seconds ahead of 3rd place Kep, who also shows damage on that car. Hill is there in 4th. It is a great looking car, isn't it? The 922 GT3. Iggy is still holding off Platt in 6th there, as Green starts to try and have a go as well. Burton's found his way past Alessandro finally onto the back of Green now. He had a moment, didn't he, early on lap 1. He's had to try and fight his way back through the field. Well, I think the start of the race might be investigated. Maynard 10th, McKenna 11th, Ponzani in 12th, Harry 13th, and BX 6.7 seconds down in 14th place. I think he got caught up unwillingly in some shenanigans as well. We just saw him spin. Look at the damage on his car. Saw him spinning and spinning. Like, I'm not sure what happened. Somebody swatted him, I think. They mistook him for an angry wasp instead of an angry bumblebee. Zico still maintains the lead with a small bit of space now over his teammate Yannick. Yannick still not letting up. The gap has increased slightly, but Yannick still keeping him honest. And Kep has managed to start creeping into that slipstream range. Look at the difference in tyres between the GTR and the Citroen. The Citroen just seems to look after its tyres really well, as does the Porsche, it would seem. Platt for Life and Burton, I think, having a battle in the background. Oh, it's Platt for Life into the barrier. What? Don't know what happened there. I was racing green up the inside of Burton. Iggy with a huge moment on the exit of Big Banky Boy. Somehow holds it. Trying to get onto the back of the top 4. Halfway through the sprint race, 4 of 8. Racing Green really starting to put the pressure on to Iggy up ahead in the Mercedes. Takes a really tight line through the final turn. He's also got the BMW of Lewis all over his bumper as well. And he does have a look up the inside. Again, gets it very messy. It was very close racing, isn't it, through that first turn. I think nobody really wanted to give a lot of space there, keeping it as tight as they possibly could. As Racing Green still having nibbles, still trying to get past Iggy. Lewis goes a little bit wide in the background. Thought he's going to have another moment. The tyre difference between the Mercedes and the Audi. As Racing Green does finally get the move done through Big Banky Boy. Just took the tyre line once again. As Lewis tries to come alongside Iggy now. They're side by side. McKenna has left the building. I'm not sure if he's on a DC or what happened there. Oh no, it's all got a little bit messy again. I think it was a tiny touch which has unsettled Iggy's car. Wait, where did Alessandro come from? Very close racing indeed. We've got Maynard has joined the fight now, onto the back of Lewis in the BMW. Ponzani unable to back his teammate up now. He's got 1.1 seconds to deal with to get onto the back of this squabble up ahead. Lewis still trying to force his way up the inside. Not really the sector of the track you want to be trying to go for a move through the S's. There's not a lot of space through there. Oh, as Maynard tries to have a look around the outside. Held off by Lewis. That's allowed Ponzani to get onto the back of the Porsche now. Also Yannick, what's happened to Yannick? I think Yannick's tyres are dying to death. He's lost 2 positions. He's down to 4th place now. And Zico has got kept for company. So Zico still in 1st place, but can he take them softs to the end? They are definitely dying a bit of a death, aren't they, on the GTR? They look way more even on that Citroen. The Citroen looks good for tyres at the moment. That's Porsche, the The Porsche of Hill under threat now from Yannick. Yannick wants to retake them positions. I think he's unable to do so with them tyres at the moment. He's just going to be suffering a bit of understeer. They don't look as bad as first place Zico's. Racing Green almost onto the back of the top 4 now. Alessandro's still there in second place. Burton has managed to get ahead of Iggy. Iggy being challenged by Maynard now. Maynard in the second of the 2 Porsche. We have Ponzani in 10th. Oh, he's out up ahead. That was Burton. Burton having a moment through Big Banky Boy. I think he just drifted out onto the gravel. So he's dropped a few positions now. Hill and Yannick. Yannick has managed to get back past Hill. Kep still trying to challenge Zico for the lead of the race. Zico's tyres are screaming for dear life now. The fronts at least, the rears look really good. It's them front tyres. Oh, and Kep does finally go for the move. He pulls alongside. He's going to be looking for the inside into turn 1. And he gets the move done. Can Zico come back into 2? He's back alongside. Retakes the position through 2. It's going to be Kep's corner for 3 though. And Kep does retake it for 3, so I think these two might be swapping positions for the duration of this final lap, unless player 3 Yannick manages to join the race. And then we have Green and Hill in the background there having a battle. Green has managed to get past Hill for the minute. Hill looking for the switchback. Doesn't quite pull it off that time round. He's only got a lap left to do so if he's going to do anything. Hopefully we're not going to see any silly sends into Big Banky Boy. Zico has got his teammate all over the rear of him now. Is Yannick going to help him, or is he going to pull out and go for the overtake? He has pulled out to go for the overtake into Big Banky Boy. He's going to get the move done on his teammate, who's going to be later on the brakes. And Yannick does get the move done, as does Racing Green. Racing Green as well slips up the inside there of Zico. Still alongside though is Zico. He's had to just dip in behind, hasn't he? Tries to retake the position there. They're going to be 3 wide into this next turn. Oh my god, it's all going to end in tears here. Zico shuffled down to 5th place now. I think his tyres just don't want to hold on. We're going to have to go on board with Kep though. Played a patient game. Managed to take the move at the end there, take the win, and take the checkered flag. Yannick in 2nd, Green in 3rd, Hill in 4th, Zico 5th, Alessandro 6th, Iggy 7th, Maynard in 8th, we got Burton in 9th, Ponzani in 10th, BX is 11th, Platt for Life will finish in 12th, and Harry will finish in 13th, and we have the DC of McKenna. But look at the battle scars on Kep's car. What in the world happened on that first lap? The results once again: Kep finished in 1st place with Yannick in 2nd. We had Green finishing in 3rd, Hill was 4th, Zico was 5th, Alessandro in 6th, Iggy was 7th, Maynard in 8th, Burton was 9th, Ponzani 10th, BX was 11th, we had Platt in 12th, Harry was 13th, and McKenna DNF'd. So the reverse top 10 grid puts Ponzani on pole with Burton in 2nd place. We have Maynard in 3rd, Iggy starts in 4th, Alessandro in 5th, Zico in 6th, Hill in 7th, Racing Green 8th, Yannick in 9th, and Kep starts in 10th place, with BX in 11th, Platt in 12th, Harry in 13th, and McKenna in 14th, if he rejoins the lobby. And he has rejoined the room, so I think maybe he did just get a DC. Just trying to check the chat to see what shenanigans, if any, happened. That was weird, wasn't it? Definitely very spicy for the first couple of laps. So we have the lobby reset. I think we have a small break. 4-second race started. Are we straight into the second race? We might just be straight into it. I do believe the grid's got to be set first and whatnot. Do we see weather around Maggiore? I can't remember if it's one of the tracks where rain is enabled. The weather is random. We can see a lot of cloud around the track. It does look very cloudy out there at the moment. So are we going to see a mixture in strategies here? I think we saw everybody bar one person go for the mediums last week in the first stint. We see a mixture at the moment. Some of the guys out trying out the hard. Zico, are you really going to take the softs? Maybe he is. Maybe that's his strat. Or maybe it isn't. I was just trying to throw everyone off. I think we actually saw medium soft as well last week, didn't we? So what would be the play here though? Because I think the tyre wear is a lot higher with all the twisty, windy camped corners. Really put your tyres through a lot of pressure. Hopefully we'll have a bit of a... Obviously we want to see battles on track, but maybe not quite such a spicy first lap for the feature. It's definitely shenanigans afoot. I think maybe the hards, they can catch you out sometimes, can't they? Especially on the first lap with no temperature in them, or when they're not fully up to temperature. It can be a little bit snappy. Panzani do from up front in the reverse top 10 grid feature race. Just going to have Burton lining up behind him. Here we go. We have to find Ponzani, who is at the front. It's a rolling start as always. Just waiting for the lights. Klaxon sounded, they are off. No shenanigans off the line this time, courtesy of the rolling start. It's looking very dark out there at the moment though. Burton currently being pressured by Maynard in that Porsche. I'm not too sure them headlights are going to do a lot if it does get dark. They don't look the best. Maynard going for a move though, looking for a move up the inside. Somebody making a move in the back. I think it's BX, the Bumblebee, maybe getting a buy one get one free. I think he's going for a move on to 2 or 3 people. There's Yannick. Does he get up the inside there of Kep? The 2 Citroens having a battle in the background as well. BX is up to 9th. Hills there in 8th. Green in 7th. Zico trying to put the pressure now on Iggy. Iggy on the hards, trying to get round Maynard as well. Maynard has been passed now by Alessandro. Maynard down to 6th place. Alessandro up to 3rd. We've got Iggy there. Zico going up the inside now of Maynard up into 5th. Green gets through as well. Maynard is down to 7th place now. Green looking for the move on Zico, not quite close enough to get it done, or is he? Actually does manage to get alongside. Who's going to be through on this next turn now? He's going to have to try and give space there to Zico, and he does. But he is through up into 5th. Zico now being challenged by Maynard through the final turn. Zico definitely getting shuffled out a little bit wide there. Maynard does finally get through, does he? As we've got the angry Bumblebee in the background there as well. Up the inside, is he? Oh my god. No, he's not quite. I think it's better of it. It's getting very congested in the background though. Zico's there in 7th. We've got BX Royal now in 8th. Yannick's there in 9th. Platt for Life in 10th. With Hill going around the outside in 11th, trying to make his way back through the field. But Platt for Life comes back alongside once again. Finds himself in a Citroen sandwich now, does the Porsche driver. That was, yeah, I'd probably be flashing my lights as well. I'd be a little bit miffed at the space given. However, Ponzani still in the lead of the race. 2.2 seconds is the gap he has now over Burton. Burton, who's gone for the hards in the first stint. So differing strategies from the BMW drivers. 21 lap race this feature. So Alessandro on the mediums has managed to catch up to the back now of the BMW ahead, which is Lewis in 2nd place on the hards. Then we have Racing Green in 4th, also on the mediums. Starting to catch Alessandro, but Alessandro's going to be the first one to get up to that BMW and get the pass done, surely, aided by their mediums. Alessandro just sets the fastest lap there, 1:56.820. I think Lewis definitely does look a little bit skittish on them hards. They take a little bit longer to get up to temperature. They're not a bad tyre once they're there, but it does take a while to get them there. And he is at the moment just losing time to the Jag. In fact, as I say that, he starts pulling away by a couple of attempts, so maybe Alessandro having a small moment in the background, starting to reel him back in once again. We'll chat back into this battle in just a second. We'll have a look through Big Banky Boy. Oh, Lewis with a massive moment up ahead. That's going to have cost him a few temps, surely. Just dips a rear wheel onto the gravel. Managing to stay ahead though of Alessandro in the Jaguar. So Green still there in 4th place, but he is now 2.1 seconds behind Alessandro. Maynard's made it up to 5th. He's got a nice bit of breathing space over Beatrill in 6th. It seems to have calmed down in the background now. Although there is a definite train from 7th back to 12th or 13th, I think it is. There's Yannick looking for the move now on Iggy into turn 1. Can he get it done though? The two GTR starting to bully the AMG. Still unable to find a way past though. And Yannick still ahead of his teammate there, Zico. Somebody going wide in the background, I think it's McKenna. So Platt for Life through to 10th. Then we have Kep and McKenna. But yeah, it's very close. From 7th back to 13th, I think it is. Yeah, in fact, no, we see 14th place Harry there as well. So Ponzani pulled out a 3.1 second gap now over 2nd place Alessandro. Oh, he has got the pass done on Lewis, so Lewis down to 2nd. Finally, Alessandro managing to get through on the mediums. Oh, Lewis again with a moment out of Big Banky Boy. Racing Green not far behind now either. We can just see him creeping into shot. Alessandro though up to 2nd place now in the Jag. Burton keeping him honest in the BMW. Holding on for dear life on the hards. He's going to be able to go a lot longer though, isn't he? Be able to take them tyres a lot longer into the race. If he so chooses, but Racing Green only 6 tenths, 5 tenths off the back of Burton now. Burton's now at risk of dropping down to 4th place. He's still got a little bit of a gap though, back to 5th. But Green looking racy in the R8. And Green actually taking the fastest lap away from Alessandro. He's done a 1:56.565 now. I think it was a 1:57 for Alessandro previous. So Is Racing Green going to look to set one up into Big Banky Boy? We've seen how good he is through there. I think definitely carrying more speed through the corner. BX Royal catching up to the Porsche in the background there as well. So maybe Maynard having a bit of a moment. So here we go. Racing Green bearing down now on Burton in the BMW. Where are we going to see the move come? Oh, there we go. But Burton may be coming through on the exit. Is Racing Green going to pick up a penalty there? He had to go out there a little bit wide. We've seen a lot of cars going out that wide though, so maybe that is the line. Definitely a sketchy line. Racing Green has got through and up into third place, but he will be pitting earlier than the hards, you would imagine. So we've got Ponzani still in the lead of the race, with Alessandro in second place, Racing Green now in third, Burton in fourth, Maynard currently fifth. We got BX in sixth, starting to close the gap to Maynard up ahead. Flat for Life gets the move done through Big Banky Boy up into seventh now. Yannick's there in eighth with Zico in ninth. Then we got Kep in 10th. Iggy currently 11th. Trying to hold off McKenna in the GR Supra and Hill in the Porsche. And then we have Harry not far behind in the second of the two Audis. Hill now pulls out to the inside, looking for the move against the Supra. And gets it done. Can he close that gap up ahead to Iggy though? It's only around 7/10. Tyres, McKenna, oh, he's on very heavily worn mediums. Look, the front's almost ready to leave the chat. Harry behind on the hards. Hill also on the hards. Iggy is on hards. Oh, Kep with a huge moment. Somehow keeps that Citroen going. Currently 10th. Chasing after Zico. Zico looks like he may also be struggling a little bit now with the tyre wear. When are we going to see the start of the pits? I think everybody's going to be wanting to get rid of their medium tyres now. Oh, there goes Alessandro. Alessandro into the pits. So Racing Green up into second place. Burton now up into third. Maynard's that stayed out, favourite track position. He's into fourth. Flat for Life now 5th, Yannick 6th, Zico 7th, so yeah, a lot of people staying out. So Alessandro, BX Royal and McKenna into the pits. So when are we going to see the top 4 go in? On Burton defending now against Maynard in the Porsche, Maynard on the mediums, Burton on the hards. Going to be looking to try and take them hards for longer than the guys on the mediums, you would presume, but they're going to be starting to feel pretty sketchy anytime soon. Next few laps, I think the mediums for most people have come to the end of their shelf life. As I say, the Porsche seems to look after him fairly well. And I think, yeah, Ponzani into the pits now. Racing Green stayed out on the mediums. Burton stayed out. Maynard stayed out. Well, yeah, I suppose, yeah. Some of the cars are going to be able to go for a bit longer, aren't they? The Citroens and the Porsches. Maybe even the Angry Bumblebee. Although BX has already pitted, got rid of them tyres, so. Yeah, the GTRs looking very slow on the medium compound now. Kept getting a move done around the outside there is Zico. He's going to turn that into 6th place, he has. Sews it up. Zico looking for the better exit. So Alessandro back out on a fresh set of softs, re-emerges in 9th place. So I presume he's going to be running them softs and then going back onto a set of mediums or a set of hards. I'm not sure the softs will go to the end, but maybe they will. Is it like 12 laps? Harry and Ponzani having a bit of a battle now. Ponzani out on a fresh set of softs. He's going to get a move done on Harry. I think the other guys that are still out on mediums will probably be coming in anytime soon. So there goes Racing Green. So Burton stays out. He's going to become new race leader. And Maynard stayed out. Okay. So the Porsche actually looking pretty good on that medium compound. That is interesting. Interesting indeed. Alessandro has already pit. Iggy stays out on the hards, up into 4th. Alessandro's back up to 3rd. Maynard's up to 2nd. And Burton into the lead of the race, but still yet to pit. Alessandro takes the fastest lap again on lap 9 at 1:56.079. But then the softs are already looking a little bit worse for wear. Definitely seen better days. Definitely got a few more laps left on them, but Yeah. How much pace is going to be left in him leaves to be seen. So Iggy back up into 4th, but he has got Ponzani starting to bear down on him on the fresher set of softs. Iggy will probably be looking to get rid of them hards in the next lap or two. And I'd imagine he's going to go on to a set of softs. Iggy goes really deep there through the last turn. That's allowed Ponzani alongside. And Ponzani there taking the fastest lap, 155.7. Almost getting a move done there on Iggy. Iggy comes back up the inside of 2 into 3 now. Couldn't get it done into 4. Looking for the better exit. Iggy remains ahead. I think Ponzani's going to be looking into this next right-hander. I thought he was going to have a look up the inside. Wasn't quite close enough on the entry, maybe on the exit. Looked like Iggy getting a little bit squirrely on the rear there. This is not where you want to try and go for a move. Ponzani looking through the exit of the Ascari. Free big banky boy though, gets it sewn up. That was a better move and a better place to get it done, better opportunity. Iggy hanging off of the bumper though of the BMW. Then loses a couple of attempts towards the end of the lap. Maynard is finally into the pits. Alessandro back up into 2nd place now. Ponzani. So Iggy is into the pits to get rid of that hard compound tyre. We've seen a few people dive into the pits there. So Lewis stays out on the hards. How long is he going to try and run them tyres for? He's got 5.6 seconds over Alessandro in 2nd place, who I fear has to pit yet again, or once again. But maybe he's tested this strategy out and it's definitely working for him at the moment. What compound is he going to go on to next though? Can he go on to another set of softs? Can he go medium, soft, soft? Definitely an interesting one. Yeah, Ponzani's not going to get them sauce to the end either. BX Royal is on a fresher set of medium tyres. Which I also don't see going to the end. I think he's going to go in. So maybe this one's a 2-stop. Perhaps this race is a 2-stop. So Lewis is finally into the pits, followed by Alessandro, followed by Ponzani. Is BX Royal going to go in? No, he's going to stay out. BX Royal will stay out and become new race leader in the Angry Bumblebee. Yeah, boy. There he goes. And he has 1 second over Platt in second place. Platt on the softs. Platt has taken the fastest lap on lap 12, 155.6. So Platt now second. Yannick is in third. We have Maynard now fourth. Zico and Green in the background there. I had a bit of a battle. Look like Green trying to get the move done. Through 4. Actually backing off there. So actually, was it Zico getting the move done on Green? Maybe it was Zico getting the move done on Green. So Green on the racing hard compound now. I think he's going to be looking to take them to the end. Lewis behind in 7th on the mediums now. Also looking to take him to the end. McKenna on a very worn set of mediums. Has he pit already? I think he's pit already, hasn't he? Maybe only taking on tyres. He's going to have to fuel up soon. Hill on quite a few lap old mediums now. Alessandro is on fresh mediums. Followed by Kep on very worn hards, softs. What's going on? Ponzani in 12th. He's only just gone in, hasn't he, on fresh mediums. Followed by Iggy, who's got the mediums up to temperature now. On a couple of lap older mediums. Harry 3.4 off the back. Also on the medium. Platt for life has managed to get the lead of the race, taking the lead of the race away from BX Royal. And what can BX Royal do in the Angry Bumblebee, the Suzuki VGT? The battle of the VGTs here. Vision Gran Turismo, if you don't know what VGT means. So these were Gran Turismo Vision cards that they decided to put into the game. But it'd be cool if they did actually put them into production, or some of them. Cool to see some of them on the roads. So Yannick, he's going to have to pit soon to get rid of that soft compound. He's up to 3rd place at the moment, being chased down by Maynard. I don't think he's going to be able to take them softs to the end. So I think he's just going to run them until he runs out of fuel. And then probably go on to a set of mediums or another set of softs. Absolutely pushing Yannick along now though. Looking for the move into the final turn. Gets it done. I think Yannick into the pits now. Yeah, he's getting rid of them softs. So Maynard up to 3rd. Only 1.8 seconds off the back of 2nd place BX Royal. Platt for life has got the fuel indicator on his car now, and he's run very deep there through that last turn. Is that going to give him a penalty? He's actually got away with that. As I say, that must be the line then through there. It seems to get away with going very deep through that sweeping right-hander. Tyres are definitely looking a little bit worse for wear. At this stage, BX should have the grip advantage. But the Porsche of Maynard starting to catch now. in the background. Then we have Zico in 4th place. Yannick has obviously stopped for a pit stop. Burton now in 5th. Green in 6th. Alessandro is in 7th. We've got Hill getting passed by McKenna. Hill down to 9th. McKenna up to 8th. On very heavily worn tyres. I wonder if Hill had half a second he had to serve there or something. Looking to try and get the move done on the Supra, and he does. Back up into 8th. Platt is now into the pits, and Maynard becomes new race leader for the first time in this season, and his debut in Tier 1. Leads the race, but for how long? Probably until them tyres die. Well, until he has to pit for fuel, at least. Zico with half a second. They're in 2nd place now. Lewis, only 8 tenths off of Zico. And it looks like he's been looking after the mediums. And he can start putting them to work soon, because we're on lap 16 now of 21. So into the final stages of this feature race. Green finds himself up in 4th place. 2.8 seconds though off the back of the top 3. I think only one of them. So he might even still, find himself on the podium. Burton finally getting past Zico up into 2nd place. Zico is going to be stopping for a pit. Oh, actually, so Racing Green potentially up into 2nd place after Maynard is going to go into the pits. Burton's going to become new race leader. Zico's going to go into the pits. Green's up into 2nd place, and Alessandro is going to go up into 3rd. Just got to keep it consistent. He could find his way onto the podium. You might have Maynard and Zico to battle with though, depending on how much fuel they've got to put in them cars. I think he is going to come through though, isn't he? So Burton is up into the leader race once again. Racing Green up into 2nd place. Alessandro up into 3rd. Hill's up into 4th. Where are Maynard and Zico going to come out? So Bonzani is up into 5th place. Iggy's up into 6th. Yannick and Platt for Life come through as well, as does BX Royal. So Maynard comes out in 10th place. Zico is out in 11th. Harry now 12th. Kep 13th. McKenna 14th. He's definitely got enough fuel left on that car. I'm not really having to save the tyres too much now on lap 17 of 21. They does go very deep through that corner onto the gravel, which he definitely doesn't want to do too much. Didn't slow him down too much though. 4.8 seconds is the gap he has over Racing Green back on the hards. Racing Green has 3 seconds over 3rd place Alessandro. He definitely hasn't got to worry at the moment. Just got to keep it consistent. Hill finds himself in 4th, but I think he's going to struggle towards the end on them tyres. Definitely looking a little bit past their shelf life. He's got some guys behind him on definitely a lot fresher tyres. Ponzani there in 5th place, trying to hold off Iggy in 6th. So we're going to see a move here from Iggy up the inside though. Oh, and he does, manages to get it done. Iggy up into 5th place. So Ponzani had a little bit of a moment through the final turn, which I think dirtied his tyres up a little bit. And then he got a little bit sloppy through 1 and 2, which has allowed Iggy to make his way up into 5th place. He's now got BX Royal challenging him for 6th. And BX Royal does move up into 6th place. So Ponzani is down to 7th now. He's got Platt behind him in 8th, but Platt carrying that half a second penalty. BX Royal managing to take the fastest lap for 1:55.496. So Platt Life having to slow down there to serve that penalty. Ponzani gets a bit of breathing space. BX Royal trying to get onto the back of the Mercedes now. Mercedes on fading medium tyres. The Angry Bumblebee on fairly decent softs at this stage, and he does get the move done. Up into 5th place now for BX Royal. So we'll check back in with the top 4 ever so quickly. So yes, it looks like Hill is starting to struggle ever so slightly on that medium compound now. They've definitely seen better days. Only got 3 more laps left to do, but hardly is he going to have anything left at the end? BX Royal is going to be starting to catch him. He's dropped off the back of Alessandro now. He's 6.3 seconds off the back. Alessandro, has he started reading in Racing Green? I think he has. He's only 1.3 seconds off the back of Racing Green. Look at Alessandro go on their mediums. Racing Green went for the hards in his 2nd stint. Is that going to cost him 2nd place? Lewis with 7.5 seconds over 2nd place now. Sitting pretty at the moment for this feature race. I think we've got to watch this gap here with Alessandro and Racing Green. Has Alessandro got enough left in their mediums to be able to challenge Racing Green? We're going to find out. He's definitely gaining. He was. We're going to see it come in the final lap. So before we get there, we have got Burton still in 1st place, Green in 2nd, Alessandro now in 3rd, we've got Hill in 4th, BX is in 5th place, Platt is in 6th, Iggy's in 7th. A little like Iggy going for the move there, but not quite getting it done. Ponzani in 8th, Yannick's in 9th, we've got Zico in 10th, and Maynard is in 11th. Harry's in 12th, we've got Kep in 13th with half a second's penalty. McKenna in 14th. Lewis now with 8.6 seconds. But he's definitely worked out the exit. A big banky boy now. Drifting a little bit wide through them first few laps. Almost costing him. Maybe it was just the nature of the hards, just not quite having the same grip as the other two compounds. The green at the moment doing really well to keep that Audi ahead of Alessandro. Is he going to have enough fuel? Both cars are flashing. Audi does drink fuel, doesn't it? That's going to be interesting. I imagine he has got it all perfectly worked out. This is now the final lap. First place is 9.2 seconds up the road from second place Racing Green. Alessandro maybe hasn't quite got enough left in them mediums to try and challenge for that second place. Perhaps he's just going to settle for third slot on the podium. Still a podium. Will we see a move come into Big Banky Boy? I imagine there's probably some small battles going on behind as well. BX is into fourth place. He managed to get past Hill now. Hill on them dead medium tyres. He's going to lose that position to Platt for Life. I think Platt for Life is going to get that move done. Platt also on dying sauce. We're going to have to go on board with the race leader in just a second. Iggy there in 7th, Ponzani being challenged now by Yannick in 9th place. We're going to have to see what the order is as they come across the line. Burton takes half a second right at the end there, but he's going to take the checker flag and the win in this second race of the evening, the feature race. GG's Burton. After them shenanigans in the first race, you can give yourself a pat on the back. Racing Green will hold on to second place. Alessandro finishes in third. We've got BX Royal in the Angry Bumblebee. He's going to take 4th place and the fastest lap. Platt for Life in 5th. We have Iggy in 6th, Yannick in 7th, Hill in 8th, Ponzani 9th, Maynard 10th, Zico 11th. Harry...
Thanks, mate. Sprint was a struggle.
Oh, that's alright, buddy. Bless you. Yeah, you had a bit of a rough one there, dude. And Harry, his best finish of the season so far, finishes in 12th place there. Kep is going to bring it home in 13th. McKenna brings it home in 14th. Yeah, what a race that was. That was definitely a bit of a better one on the start in that second race of the evening. It was definitely a spicy one, wasn't it, the first one? Fun to watch, I imagine. It can't have been much fun for some of the guys involved. But yeah, GG's everyone. That was a good round once again. Obviously we'll be back same time, same place next week. So make sure you're here. I've been your boy Vex. This has been the Aero League Racing's Tier 1 drivers in the GT7 Championship. Good night.